I got a new chair. Time to dispose of the old one.
Well, now that that's taken care of, let's look at these dope minifigures I got from Shop Goodwill. There are a lot of Harry Potter figs in here, and despite some of them being mismatched, there is some absolute gold in this lot. Like this cow, which is worth like 25 bucks. Or this Professor Slughorn, I think is worth 10. But we've got a Gandalf, a Spider-Man, Batman, and just a whole bunch of Harry Potter figs, old and new. Overall, these are some solid minifigures, but I'm gonna move them out of the way for right now, because I have a bunch of other stuff to show you guys. For just over $100, I was able to get the sealed McLaren, this Harry Potter set, this Super Mario set, and the newer Imperial Shuttle. And while the boxes on these are pretty damaged, I was also, on top of these, able to get these old Lego Dacta sets from the 80s and 90s. And while they're over 20 years old, with some fresh batteries, the wires and motors still work. And while I could flip these Dacta sets for a profit pretty quickly, I figured it would be best to use them to motorize the turbine on Last Resort. So let's get this all out of the way. Let's bring the turbine section up from Last Resort and get started on that. As you saw in that last clip and this one, having it at a 1-to-1 ratio definitely does not work too well and is extremely sketchy. So I actually had to do some research and look up gear ratios to try and find a way to slow this thing down. What I came up with was this contraption that I'm going to try and hide inside the base of the turbine. I gutted it all out, so now let's throw that gearbox in there and put this thing back together. And now with it all put back together, let's turn this sucker on. In 3, 2, 1. Heyo. Now with this working, it feels like Last Resort is actually complete. So this past weekend, I got to go to Brickfair, Virginia. And not only did I get to meet a ton of amazing LEGO YouTubers, I got to see a ton of awesome builds, and it was just a great experience all around. And while I was there, I was able to pick up these custom Spartan minifigures from a company called Brick Tactical. Figured it made the most sense to go with the iconic red versus blue, and then of course, Master Chief. These are fantastic minifigures. They're made almost entirely of LEGO brand pieces, and then Brick Tactical custom made their own molds for the armor and the helmets and some of the weapons. One of the displays there had this amazing build by Nate Zola of this awesome battle scene between the Covenant and some UNSC Marines, all using Brick Tactical's custom minifigures. It also has these brick-built elites, which I think are super impressive. And now with these more legit LEGO Spartans, I can say see ya to this guy and add these awesome dudes to my build. Wow guys, I cannot express to you how happy I am with how this looks. Now if only Halo Infinite could put out maps as quickly as I can. Overall, this has been a phenomenal week for me in terms of LEGO, between Brickfair, Virginia, and all this awesome stuff that I've gotten on Shop Goodwill. Also, I think I'm going to hold off on posting these minifigures on my Bricklink, because Whatnot finally approved me to be a seller on their platform. So use the link down in the description and follow me on Whatnot so you don't miss my first auction. It's gonna be a doozy. Also on Saturday, I'll be going live to continue building the UCS Imperial Star Destroyer. So turn on your notifications so you don't miss it. Also be sure to give Brick Tactical some love. They make some incredible custom minifigures. But anyways guys, as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on Saturday. Cortana, punch it.